Greetings and welcome to another episode of PE from Home with Mr. T and Mr. Los. Today we have a special
Field Day
edition. That's right. The Open PhysEd Network has created this field day for Friday, May the 8th, and Round Hill is participating in a field day. Mr. Los, tell us about it.
All right, students and families. So the Open Physical Education Network is based in New York. A bunch of teachers up there kind of run it. And they had the great idea to have a nationwide field day during all of this to bring a sense of community for everybody to get out and play. So they came up with 20 stations. Mr. T and I cut it down to our 10 favorite. And we're challenging you this week if you get the chance to try 3 or 4 of them. If you want to do more, you're certainly welcome to. Most of the items that you need are things you can find around your house, and you're going to see that with some of the games that we do this morning with you. If you don't have a ball for any of them, you can see we have a pair of socks balled up. You can use bowls. You can really modify and adapt it whatever way that you want to. So Mr. Davis is going to get us started on the first one, which is a little milk jug relay. You're going to have to use those arm muscles. Mr. Davis, go ahead.
All right, our first relay is a milk jug relay. You will hold a milk jug in each hand, and at the start of the whistle from Mr. T, we will go for 1 minute, and we're going to go back and forth for 10 feet, and each time you get to the end is a point. Is that correct, Mr. T?
That is correct, sir. I got my milk jugs here. Get back to your line. Let's get started.
Well, before I do that, I just want to say your friendly neighborhood principal is challenging you as well as you, Mr. T, and you, Mr. Los. Bring it.
Let's go.
I got my milk jugs ready. Mr. Los, you have your milk jugs ready?
They're ready.
Mr. Davis, you ready?
Ready.
On your mark. Get set. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5,
6,
7,
8,
9, 10,
11,
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
24,
23,
5,
24, 25,
27,
26,
28,
27,
30,
30,
31,
time.
32.
33.
Oh, Mr. Davis, you can stop.
Woo!
All right, I think I got 28, but we'll check the video to see how many I had. Mr. Los, what'd you have?
32.
Mr. Davis, what'd you have?
31.
Oh, Mr. Los, it looks like you got it, but we'll check the tape and see if you stopped when I said stop or not.
I might not have made it to the line on that last one. I was right there, maybe. Might have been 31. I'm dizzy, though. You got to change directions different ways.
I did too. Yeah, I was going to circle one way and then, oh my God, I would circle the other way.
All right, Bears, for our second station this week for field day, we're going to do a little bit of throwing, tossing. You can do it overhand like a basketball. You can do it as an underhand toss. It's your choice. But as you can see, maybe a little bit, Mr. T and I, we all have a 10-foot chalk line set up. And I'm using balled up socks. I think are going to work much better than a ball. So even though it may say a ball or you may want to throw a ball, the socks won't bounce out as much. You're going to want to get 2 or 3 pairs. And you're going to get 6 different types of bowls. Now, you could use a cereal bowl. I've got a couple plastic bowls and a little Paw Patrol bucket from one of my kids over there. Anything you can toss into, and you're going to set them up in a little pyramid. So you're going to have 3 at the bottom, right at your 10-foot line, 2 in the middle, 1 at the top, just like a pyramid would be. The scoring for this is 3 points for the bottom, or 1 point for the 3 on the bottom because they're the closest to you. 2 points in the middle. And then 3 points for that one at the very top because it's the farthest away. So you're going to take your time, try to make an accurate throw, not a throw as hard as you can. And what Mr. Davis is going to do because he has some slightly smaller bowls to aim for than Mr. T and I. Is he going
Mr.
to
Davis, show him what kind of bowls you got there.
All right, so Mr. Davis has small cereal bowls, and they are one option that will work.
And so because Mr. Davis's cereal bowls are just a little bit smaller, he's going to move a little bit closer. He's going to shoot from or throw from 5 feet away, which is also what our younger students can do, or if you have a smaller target. All right, so Mr. T, we're going 2 or 3 throws for this one?
2, only 2.
All right, and we're going for
throws.
1 minute, right?
1 minute.
All righty, so let's get to our lines.
All right, Mr. Davis, you ready?
I'm ready.
Mr. Lewis, you ready?
Ready.
On your mark. Get set. Go. Missed both of them.
1 point. Oh, that's a 3-pointer.
5 for me.
I got 4.
1. Plus 2 points.
8. I got 8.
5.
5 plus 3.
Plus 2, 5 points.
Oh.
Oh, 3.
Oh, I got a 3-pointer.
Okay, 11, 13 for Mr.
3
Davis.
all bounced out. Almost had that one.
15. Oh, 15.
9 points.
5 points.
All right, 17, 18, 19.
10 points.
6 points.
19
Ah,
Points.
oh, leader.
at the buzzer.
2 points.
12 points.
22.
Time. All right, hey, Mr. Davis, stop tossing over there. All right, so I had 9 plus 5. I ended up with 14 points.
12. I had a little bit of a run where I was throwing them too straight. You got to use a little arc and aim on it. Yep.
Well, I have to say, with my adaptation, I got 22. 22
Good
points.
job.
So, you know.
That's good. Smaller.
Yeah.
We had the bigger bowls were easy. Mr. Davis had the smaller bowls there. Much harder to do. Good job.
Well, I think being closer to helped a lot, Mr. T. All right, Round Hill Bears and everybody else out there on the internet watching this and participating in Virtual Field Day, our third event is the shoe toss. You're going to flip your shoe with your foot. If the shoe lands on its side like this or like this, that is 1 point. If you flip the shoe and it lands exactly on the sole of the shoe, just like that, that is worth 2 points. And if you flip your shoe and it miraculously lands upside down, just like this, not leaning, upside down perfectly, that is worth 3 points. All right, bring it, men. Bring it.
All
right, to your spots.
Ready? Mr. Lewis, you ready?
I'm ready.
Mr. Davis, you ready?
I'm ready.
On your mark. Get set. Go.
1 point.
1 point.
Oh, 2 points.
2 at 3.
2 points. 3 points. Ooh.
I'm at 5.
5 points.
Oh, come on. 4 points.
7
points.
Ah, 6 points.
9 points.
8 points.
Oh, that's 2 points. That's
10.
8 points.
10 points.
Oh, that's 10 points.
11 points. I hit myself with my shoe.
Oh, 11 points.
14 points.
Oh,
12.
oh.
16 points.
13.
17 points.
15.
Oh, that's 14.
All just on the 18.
Oh, that's 16.
20.
Time.
17.
Oh, Mr. Davis, I got 17 also.
You got 17?
I got 17. And
All right, we tied, man.
My foot's all muddy.
Help my feet.
Mr. Lewis, what'd you get?
20.
Oh,
Good job.
nice job, Mr. Lowe.
My grass
Great
is
job.
longer, though. My shoes weren't bouncing. All right, family. So those were 3 of the 10 stations for the virtual field day this week. Mr. T and I also did the paper airplane cornhole challenge yesterday as a STEM in the gym activity. So that's 4 out of the 10 that you've already seen this week. Coming up this weekend, there will be an email that will come home and on the PE lesson plan for the week with a link to all 10 stations that the Open PE teachers published. And the nice thing about this is it has pictures of how to set everything up, just like a station would look like if we were really at field day. So if you're a little confused reading it, there's pictures there. It tells you exactly what you need. Remember, we want you to have fun with it. There is a scorekeeping option, but we just want you to play, have fun. Don't worry about the score. Get outside. It's finally going to be nice. Mr. T, back to you.
All right, boys and girls. So go to the PE Google site. There's a Padlet on there also for your activities. When you do these activities, post your pictures on the Padlet. And in the Bear Bites, Mr. Davis has put a link in the Bear Bites for our activities Padlet also. When you do these, post it in there. Boys and girls, have fun. Totally miss you guys. I can't believe we're not having a real field day this year. I love our field day. Love you. Miss you. Be safe. Mr. Davis?
All right, boys and girls, Round Hill Bears, get outside and play this week. This is a great week to be active. Great week to be active. Now, as we wrap up today, because we're not together to do our yearly dance party, we're going to do a little dance party to end this thing. All right, you guys ready? Let's do the dance party. Oh, yeah. Hey, get outside, it drops.
Dance it up.
All right, listen to those.
All right, Mr. Davis, thanks for attending with us, playing in our reindeer games. Miss you, brother. Mr. Lose, miss you. You guys be safe.
All right, take care.
Be safe, everybody.
Bye.